Hello. We're Zeke and Terri, midlife empty nest travel adventurers.
Join us as we navigate our lives and the world, mostly together.
First full day in Rome, and it is absolutely beautiful. A little bit of rain yesterday, probably just scrubbed the air. Fresh, clean, 65, 70 degrees. Outstanding. We're making a right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
We are off to the Piazza Venezia before we go to the Doria Pamphilj. I don't even know how to spell that. Looks pretty Dutch. And then we'll do some lunch, and then we are going to the Montepulciano and Palazzo Venezia.
And where did you hear about these places?
I just did a Google search or used ChatGPT to look to see what palazzo museums are there beyond those that I'm already familiar with.
Okay. And the palazzos are?
They're palaces. So they are formerly palaces that have been converted into museums or galleries and are open to the public. Some of them are free, some of them are paid for. Like our tickets were about €36 for each of the two places. Total, 18 euros a piece.
All right.
So about €36 for each of them today.
Right. Let's check it out. The bus in Italy. Good job, Ter. Well, getting on that was a little bit more of a experience than I thought it would be. Very popular. Good for you, Italians, taking the bus everywhere.
Well, we couldn't really figure out how to pay for it, though.
Yeah, so we got a free ride.
Yeah.
But I'm sure we'll pay for it in our spending around town.
Okay, now we got to figure out where this Doria Pamphilj place is.
I'm sure it's just up here. Got out of this amazing palace that's privately owned. The family's owned it for 400 years. It was given to them by the Pope the 10th of the Innocent. Pope the Innocent? I think that's what I heard. One of the popes. And they've done a decent job. They got a lot of art in there, and it wasn't too crowded.
Well, once we got past like the initial galleries and we got into like the green room or the ballroom,
the
and
red
some
velvet
of
room,
the other rooms, then it really opened up and it was absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, very cool.
But the art in the galleries, it was pretty overwhelming initially, but it's worth working through that in order to get to the other places.
A lot of art and a lot of history. All right, onward. We are in the Palazzo Venezia?
Venezia.
Venezia, which is a smaller museum that's not as popular. So there's a few folks here, but it's not crazy crowded like some of the other ones.
There's actually also not as much to see here, unlike where we were just at the Doria.
Right, but from here we can see this thing behind us up here.
Which is the National Monument to Victor Emmanuel II. It was built between 1885 and 1935 to honor Victor Emmanuel II. And up on the top, you can see, if you do that, you can see the victory statues up
There's
there.
another statue right there. So lots of statues, great view from here, not a ton of people, which is kind of nice. We'll probably head over there and take a look around. But this is, and just on the other side of this is the
Roman Forum.
So this is a popular spot, but we're finding little nooks and crannies around here to not get run over because there's a lot of folks out and about.
Yeah, there's a lot of traffic. And just beyond the Roman Forum is the Colosseum, and I don't think we're going to get down that far today unless you insist on doing that.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Just to let you know, they cheaped out on these columns over here. They're only painted on. We're checking checking to see how much echo there is on the camera here, because we're in a big empty room.
A big cavernous room.
A cavernous room that literally I could park my blimp in. And
when did you get a blimp?
I don't tell you everything. And I can hear the echo, but I'm wondering if the microphone picks it up or not. Hello.
This museum, which is the Palazzo Venezia, and well, we thought there wasn't anything here. We kept walking, and it's one of the national museums of Italy here in Rome, and the artwork just keeps going on and on. It's absolutely incredible, and the architecture too. So if you have a chance to come here,
and I think we've seen like 15 people in the whole place.
Very few people.
The free portion downstairs had some school group, but they didn't come upstairs, and we did, and it was worth it because outside it's a zoo, but in here it's just lovely.
It's so tranquil. And
we are exiting, but not through the gift shop, through the courtyard in the middle with a lovely fountain. And it kind of looks like this is a place where folks come to kind of escape what's going on outside, whether they're on a break or whatever. But beautiful nonetheless. Put the palazzos on your list.
Front of a rando chiesa just near the Pantheon in Rome. I'll have to look up what the name of it is.
Very popular because it's the first one I've ever seen. Have you seen any?
Nope.
No. So it's the first one we've ever seen that has a large mirror at an angle to reflect the ceiling, and there's a huge line for people to walk up with their phones and take a picture of the mirror of the ceiling. So that was kind of interesting.
And it's one of those that's cavernous. I mean, it's multiple stories high. It's the murals on the ceiling. I just can't think about I can't help but think about the amount of money that was spent on this. People's donations to the church that went into something so extravagant, and have to wonder how much slave labor went into the building of this.
Hundreds of years ago.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then we had lunch at a little spot. Oh, hold on.
Am I coming with you?
Yep. Right over there. Over Terry's shoulder. Decent lunch. Good spaghetti carbonara.
Good service, and they allowed me to practice my Italian.
Absolutely, and they give you a bread pillow. So
that was kind of weird.
It was good.
It was good.
All right, we're off.
Andiamo.
Andiamo.
Like right behind us is the Temple of Adrian, or Il Tempo di Adriano.
Yep, but we know it's not the Pantheon.
We had to look that up on the map. Okay, so that was a bit of a mistake. €15 for this. Should have looked at the prices. I've never spent that much money on a gelato in Italy.
Yeah, we are getting out of the tourism zone.
We're right by the Pantheon. This is insanity.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because it's the Italian holiday weekend or what, but if this is any indication of what summer is going to be like here in Rome, be careful.
Vamonos. Little electric buses. That was an amazing nap. I needed a nap. I'm not even jet lagged, and I needed a nap. You might have needed a nap as
I
well.
needed a nap in order to be able to power through, because
Yeah.
we had some work to do this afternoon in terms of sending out some postcards. We did some video editing. I did our very first postcard from the road. So if you are not already a subscriber to our newsletter on our website, zekeandterri.com, you're going to want to be. So go ahead and sign up and you'll get postcards from the road.
Very cool. And we were a little shell-shocked, I think, post-tourism zone. So we needed a nap from that. Now we are headed to dinner, and we'll see how that goes.
Yep. Okay, this is the wall, and this is my face, and this is jet lag.
Jet lag, still a thing. It's only day 2, though.
Yeah,
So-
and we've had up at 4 a.m. and then a little bit of a nap at 3:30, and then we went out to dinner, and yeah.
Which was delicious, by the
Weird.
way, but a little
weird.
different. A lot of raw fish and Italian with...
It was a lot of seafood. It was
yeah, and it was a lot of food, just as a lot of food.
yeah. Incide, it was like Temple of Incide. So it was good. Katie Parla recommended it, so we decided to give it a try, and service was great. And then there was a big group of Italians who came in at like 9:15, and oh my gosh, they were loud and fun and smelled of perfume and smoke, and it was like so Italy, and it was actually a lot of fun, especially since I was really hitting the wall at that point.
Yeah, and while we were still sitting there, and while we're outside waiting for our taxi, another group is showing up at like 9:30.
9:40, yeah, 9:30,
So
9:45.
Italian. These
yeah.
Italians, they're just so Italian.
And we're like, it's 9:30. We should be in bed right now.
Go to sleep.
We eat at 7, and where are the vegetables? We want more vegetables.
All right, we'll do better tomorrow.